every brother that's caught in the crossfire. That's caught in the crossfire.
Without mercy.
How's it going, everybody? Alninio here, and today is a huge day. Katarina Rework is 100% confirmed by Riot as the 4 big reworks in the Assassin update coming in preseason of 2017, which is this December or this October. I am extremely overwhelmed, extremely nervous, and excited at the same time. I read through the Riot post, so let's see what Riot has to say. First off, we're going to start with what Riot has said so far regarding the comments, how they replied to people who asked about Katarina, and then we'll get into what Riot actually said in their post. So there's 3 things that Riot has said so far, 3 comments from Reav3, right? This person asked, will Kat still be able to out the enemy team, or is that aspect of her getting removed? Now, he means like, can Katarina get out of the enemy team and like go back in? That sort of thing, you know, with war shunpo and everything. Riot says she will have new ways to get in and out of fights. We'll get more into that once we see what Riot said, because they did mention war shunpo mechanic. Something's gonna be changed there. It got my heart racing when I first read that. So let's keep going and see what else they have to say. Right, the next comment. Would Katarina be gaining any new spells, as she recently got a skin with particles and it would seem odd to drastically change it too soon? Riot says she will be getting multiple new spells. What spells could those be? Most likely W, Q, and who knows about Death Lotus, meaning her ultimate. Something that changed there. Ratios, maybe the way it works completely is going to be changed. Who knows what they're going to do with that? It's very nerve-wracking, that's for sure, because as a Katarina main, I can't imagine what Riot must be thinking right now. Things are gonna get crazy, I just know it. The third Riot comment is from this person. Are Talon, Rengar, LeBlanc, and Katarina the only assassins getting major reworks? What about Akali and Evelynn? I feel like those two also need a little bit of change, but that's just me. Riot responds, we looked into Akali's pretty early on in the Assassin update and concluded that she probably needs a full VGU, which is like a completely different thing than the Assassin update, to get her to where she needs to be. We didn't want to push out an update that only fixed some of her problems, as that hasn't netted great results in the past. So he's talking about Akali. And, you know, I personally thought it would be Katarina or Akali as the 4th big last rework. So it turned out to be Katarina, and Akali is getting a full VGU at some point. I'm not sure what VGU actually stands for, so if you guys know, let me know. I think VGU is like a visual something something. Probably completely different. Probably they're just gonna rework her outside the Assassin update. She's not a major or a minor Assassin rework in the Assassin update. I'm not sure what they mean exactly by that. So furthermore, Evelynn was already high on our VGU list, so we passed on her for now. Both of them are still on the table for smaller changes though. Think Annie and Fiddlestick size changes from the MYMU. I don't know what MYMU even means either, but I know what he means. Like Annie changes, the way that worked around. So I don't know, is she still going to be in the Assassin update? That I'm not very certain of, but I'm going to assume she's a minor, or she's going to be reworked later on. But I think she's going to be a minor update. Now, let's see what Riot has to say regarding Ward shunpo, which is, whew, guess what? The biggest thing on Katarina. The fact that she can be in and out constantly, going in, getting stuff done, going back out, chasing, escaping, everything. All comes with Ward shunpo. Let's see what Riot has to say. We felt a heads up is valuable here. As an indirect result of multiple shunpo resets built directly into Katarina's kit and a heavy focus on I don't know what that word means, I'm sorry. Set up plays. So I guess that means setting up plays preemptively. I think that's what they means. Preemptively, like to go in and plan it already in the start. I think that's what they mean. We are reassessing ward jumping. Reassessing it. Big word. They're completely going to change how it works in some way, not yet revealed. Ward jumping allows Kat to be anywhere she wants regardless of how poorly she's set up. which limits our ability to make this multi-jumping playstyle reasonable. Without shunpo's ability to ward jump, we would be able to push more power into shunpo resetting while also allowing us to give Katarina even more kill pressure in lane, where the reliable escape limits her power budget. This isn't a light consideration, and we understand that this function is an expression of skill on the champion, but we feel there is significantly more mastery to be gained through new shunpo gameplay. So from what, quick summary if you didn't want to read all that, basically they're gonna do something with her shunpo, not sure what, her ward jumping will work differently, and they're gonna do something regarding her laning phase. I think ward shunpo will still stay, but the way it's gonna work, what's gonna happen? Like, how are they gonna change a point and click ability? How are you gonna make the ward shunpo mechanic work? Like Lee Sin, you just ward W, right? What's gonna happen here? Who knows? Are they gonna remove the shunpo reset completely? Are they not gonna add a reset to it so you can't do it more often? That's what I'm worried about, because you know shunpo is so important. It's a key choice for Katarina. You can't just fuck it up. You know, you cannot fuck Katarina's shunpo up like this. I'm worried. Reading this worries me a lot. I don't know what Riot's planning exactly, but this is getting me hyped, excited, and nervous all at the same time. So you can imagine how I feel right now as I'm talking. It's quite nerve-wracking. Right, next one is tactical gameplay. I picked the main part of tactical in their topic of tactical gameplay with Katarina. In teamfights, there's no more frustrating experience than playing against Katarina, where she can cast 5 spell rotations as fast as possible, blinking all over the screen in a completely uninteractable mess of blades. That's kind of what she does, and that's why we love her, right? That's why we love Katarina, because she kicks ass like no other champion can do. Like the other assassins and the other updates, we are adding window in her kill pattern that opponents will be able to meaningfully interact with. Expect her live combo of shunpo plus Sinister Steel to be altered to not be as instantaneous. That scares the shit out of me when they say they don't want to make it instantaneous, because shunpo and her W has always been instantaneous for the past 3 seasons, right? Since Katarina's rework in Season 3. It has always been like this. I don't mind them changing W, but why would you remove shunpo's instant blink? I mean, that's why we love it, right? If you can't flash shunpo together at the same time, you know that tactic where you flash shunpo? They're basically saying it's not gonna be as instantaneous. It will be instant, but it won't be like how we know and love, like how we love and know shunpo. That is scary. That worries me and scares the shit out of me, that they're gonna change shunpo to that extent, to where it's not instant. Flash shunpo, you can't do it that fast. So, you know how fast shunpo is right now live? If you flash and shunpo together at the same time, it almost looks like an instant blink from one position to the other. That's with flash shunpo. They wouldn't even know you flashed. So I think something's gonna happen here with shunpo. In return, Katarina players can expect to gain significantly higher mobility. So as a compensation for that, they're gonna give her high mobility and the ability to dance in and out of encounters. So set up her own success. So in return, they're giving her more mobility. I'm fine with that. Mobility's awesome. I love mobility. My playstyle is mobility. I like roaming, I like chasing, I like escaping. I love mobility. So I think they're gonna change her W into something that's mobile, because I think they're gonna remove Sinister Steel. I really honestly think her W is going to be removed completely, 100%. I just think so. It's too standard, and Riot themselves already said that her W is uninteresting in one of their Riot posts. That says a lot. Let's move on. Don't want to spend too much time on this, but you guys get the point. Mastery and skill expression. Here they say that they want to make the skill expression, it's an extremely important part of Katarina's appeal that has been unfortunately underexposed, because you know how people say, oh, Katarina takes no skill, blah blah blah, so they want to make her like something to do with that. To all the Katarina players who have undeservingly earned the reputation as face rollers. I am a face roller. Proud to be a face roller. Very happy. I don't care what people say. Keep it, Riot. Keep my face rolling, keep my ability to face roll, alright? I enjoy doing that. I love hurting my face and just mashing that shit on my keyboard. That win fights by mashing all their buttons repeatedly, we drop the ball. Internally, we know that she actually has a rather steep mastery curve, and that's why I love Riot, because they know that Katarina does in fact take skill. All that mashing buttons is not just mashing buttons. There's a whole lot of thinking behind going in and deciding these things, paying attention to CC, doing all these things. This is not just bullshit mashing buttons. There's a whole lot more concept to it. There's a big wider gap to an average Katarina player and a veteran Katarina player. Huge difference. So I'm happy that Riot sees that. And Riot understands, man. They're not bullshitters. They know. On top of rapid input constraints, she tests many less viable aspects revolving heavily around her ability to track opponent CC, which is what you do. You pay attention to CC, you track it, you keep the cooldown on it, and then you go in when the time is right. And pick the exact right moment to engage. The thing with Cat, everybody, you go in too early, you will get stumped and die. You go in too late, your team will fall without you. So with Katarina, you need to pick the perfect exact time to get stuff done. That's why we love Cat. That's why we love her. These are all important to her, but there should be also more obvious moments where Katarina has outplayed her opponents, built into her own kit, whether through clever juking or flashy prediction plays. They want to make it more obvious that she's getting stuff done in the game. Like they want to make it more obvious where Katarina has outplayed an opponent. I mean, technically she already outplays opponents if she times everything perfectly. That's all thinking in the head. That's considered thinking in the head and planning things properly. But other people don't see it that way. Other people would see it, oh, he just went in and mashed buttons and killed everyone, when really, if you are behind the keyboard as a Katarina main, there's a whole lot more thinking process in your head. So they're trying to make it more obvious or something that Katarina actually did this and outplayed these people. They do give us a nice description of what Katarina is all about, so that's nice, you know, because people, obviously not many people know how Katarina really works. Behind the Katarina main, there's always a spirit in there that no other spirit of an average Katarina player or any League player can have. That is fact. The next comment here is regarding her resets, which is huge. Katarina, all about resets. All about resets. This is probably the elephant in the room. They say elephant because elephants are big, and that's what makes her what she is. They're not saying she's an elephant, obviously. God damn it. They mean like she's huge, and a big part of her strength comes from resets. There are multiple compelling arguments against it, including the extreme feast or famine. I don't know what that means. I think it means just ass kicking, that type of thing. Includes a lot of ass kicking. Kill resets are a powerful tool for striking hard in high risk, high reward, and adrenaline rush gameplay, while also making a strategically sharp character. And pentakills. That's what Cat's all about. We see Katarina's ability to hedge her entire skill rotation, knowing that if she is successful, she will be able to try for even more, is vital to the unique appeal she brings to League. To resolve the I don't know what that means, feast or famine, we are actually doubling down here. Expect that Katarina will not only get to keep her live passive, and also gain access to some other form of partial resetting on part of her kit, most likely shunpo. What does this tell me? They're gonna probably remove the reset on shunpo, because early on they said something regarding that. The ward shunpoing escaping part, they want to change that and make it not happen like too often, too easily. So I think they're gonna remove reset on shunpo completely. Like not even like, wow, this is huge. The thing is, Katarina will get to keep her live passive. She will gain other parts, other form of partial resetting. What this tells me here is that they are seriously planning to make one ability have a reset, and they're gonna remove Q, W, and R as part of her resets. From what I'm reading, they are going to remove the shunpo. They're going to remove the reset on her Q, on her W. I don't know about R, but they say most likely shunpo will be kept as part of the reset and her passive. So her passive will only work with shunpo. What's her passive to do with? I don't know. I'm just confused here. Because they trying to emphasize shunpo as being part of a reset, but are they gonna actually, what are they gonna do with Q and W? Her passive resets 15 seconds on all her abilities. Does that mean they're going to change her passive and make it only work on shunpo? Shouldn't that be a passive on shunpo, the ability itself, rather than the passive itself for Katarina to reset all the abilities? What are the abilities that are going to be resetted? This gives me a lot of questions, and it's scaring the shit out of me. So let's move on. Pretty scary stuff. Laning. Finally, laning. An interaction. With her current life kit, Katarina players are forced to ek through laning phase. I think when they see ek, eek, like that type of thing, it's like you have to rush through laning phase, finish laning phase, and then you can do stuff. When I'm in laning phase, I just focus on CSing and looking to punish abilities in lane. When I do that, I instantly look for roams. I'm a roamer, man. I'm always top, bot. I'm always all over the map. That's how I play. And in here they say they want to increase her mobility, so I'm happy that they're increasing mobility because I love roaming. I love doing all that stuff. So if they can get past laning phase. With no real means to kill or even make trades against most opponents, laning becomes a non-interactive affair of throwing Qs and stealing the opportune CS. This feels wrong given her nature, and we want to make her laning a much deadlier dance for both parties involved. Sounds good, right? Improving laning phase, making it more interactable, as they say. So that's pretty cool. That's nice to see, because that was definitely one of her big weaknesses, was laning phase. And laning phase is easily her biggest weakness, because there's just something she can't do in lane that other champions can. When you're playing Katarina, it's always you get out CS'd most of the time, and you always get zoned. That's how it is. But as a Katarina player, you know when you can play aggressive. You know you can punish certain abilities, so they're gonna make that a little bit more easier. They're going to improve her laning phase. So that is about it, everybody. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. This has been great. A great read. A scary read, but a great read, regardless. I don't know, man. I don't know. Things are getting crazy. Things are getting crazy. And who knows? Who knows what will happen in Katarina? This is insane. Tactical gameplay, ward shunpo, improved laning phase, probably going to rework her W, her Q. Is Death Lotus even going to be a thing? I feel like her ulti is going to still be a thing. I mean, that's like her ideal, her main ability. She's known for Death Lotus. It's not actually like her main strength. Her main strength is resets. That's her main strength, not Death Lotus. But still, Death Lotus is so unique to her. So let's see, everybody. I know this video is kind of long right now, but I just had a lot to say. There was a lot of things to say about this, and man, I'll see you guys later. I'd like to thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all have a great solo queue day. Good luck in solo queue, and enjoy the rest of this night or afternoon or whatever time it is. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Am I